So now we are at the end of what has to be a very successful season here at Norwich City. We now have an entire summer transfer window to try and get in the players that will help us compete in the Champions League next season. Whether they'll come to us or not before our reputation boost is another question. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend, episode 23, Club 3 here with Norwich City. My name is Craig and coming up in today's episode we have the season review and the summer transfers for the beginning of the 2029-30 season. Now we are just coming off qualifying for the Champions League and of course, as you can see on the screen, nice little trophy there, the FA Cup. Lovely stuff. If you have enjoyed the end to the season that we've had, and if you are looking forward to the transfers that are coming up in this episode, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming season and our first, what's the word I'm looking for? First adventure into Europe in this series. But first up, we are going to get started with the season review. Of course, as mentioned, we are the FA Cup winners, beating Liverpool 2-1 in the final, no less. As far as all the new signings that have come in, I wish there haven't been that many. I thought there was a lot more than this. And it's saying Victor Lindelof is the start. What? Victor Lindelof? I mean, fair enough. He's actually played more often than I thought he would. And he's actually been quite solid when he's come in. But I have to go with the man who's had the highest average rating, Mikola Martinyuk, who is back on loan for next season from Liverpool. We had him on loan this season. He'll be back next season for that loan again. But yeah, 26 goal contributions in 35 appearances. He didn't even start the season in the first 11 for us. It was only, October maybe of this season he actually got into the team. But since then, absolute unit up front. Absolutely brilliant. I'm so glad that we've got him in for next season. Hopefully he'll be banging in the goals for us in Europe as well. Frank Onyeka as well at the base of the midfield, or even as a central midfield role, has performed very well. Not much in the way of goal contributions, but that wasn't why I brought him in. It was as a ball-winning midfielder. Ali Bensouda, Charlie Patino, they haven't really shown, I think, what they're capable of yet. I think next season they'll have more opportunities. Certainly Charlie Patino, because we are losing Callum Styles and Eggestein in centre midfield. Other than that, I think the most disappointing person so far, the most disappointing signing has to be Ethan Ennis, but I brought him in as an extra body. Nothing more, nothing less. Rodrigo will get more chances next season as well. We won the FA Cup. Don't know why it was on the screen first. Obviously, our run against Wickham, Tottenham, Brentford, Southend, Newcastle and Liverpool. Fairly decent run-in until the quarterfinals, and then Newcastle and Liverpool in the last two games. You can't say we haven't earned that FA Cup. And in the Premier League, of course, still stunned, we finished in 4th place. Champions League finishing position. As you can see, look at the start of the season. The first 5 we didn't even score a goal, and then thankfully we started turning it around. And so the run that we went on towards the end of the season, 5 wins in the last 6, 7 wins in the last 9 of this season, basically just screams good form. So hopefully we can continue that into next season. The board are delighted that the team qualified for the Champions League, and they're delighted we won the FA Cup. Yeah, because they didn't expect either. We were only meant to finish it's supposed to be, I think it was actually mid-table. It wasn't top half, it was mid-table. That's what I was actually aiming for. Well, I was aiming for Europe, but effectively top half was the minimum that I wanted. Biggest win, 4-0 against Barnsley in the League Cup. Fine. Match to remember, a 3-1 home win against Manchester City, which blew my mind considering we went down to 8 men in the previous game against West Ham. And that 3-0 win against Chelsea, that was the League Cup semi-final. Apparently Weichel's goal was goal of the season. Interesting. I'm pissed we can't see it anymore. I did mention at the beginning, it's a question of if players are going to come to us because we have for playing in the Champions League, because we haven't had the reputation boost yet. Saying that, we are a 4-star club. In fact, we're continental now. Oh, we've gone from national to continental. The club's reputation has not changed. Well, I mean, we've gone to continental, haven't we? That's good enough. Revenue-wise, sponsorships up broadcast revenue's down. Don't know why. Corporate hospitality's down. Competition prize money is up. That's the FA Cup and League Cup runs. I don't know actually. Do you get money for the League Cup? I honestly don't know. Matchday commercial retail is slightly down. It's fine. I imagine a lot of this will go up. The broadcast revenue will definitely go up, and the competition prize money for the Champions League. We are straight into the group stages, and overall, Russo is the top shirt seller. Aubameyang, Lafort, Navarro, and Rodrigo. Rodrigo's been here about 4 months. He's already one of our top shirt sellers. That is what a big name does to your squad. Alright, so the best 11, for the entire season in our lovely 4-3-1-2 asymmetric formation. Thankfully, I've had a lot of joy with this, so we're going to be going with this for certainly for the start of next season. Nafor in goal, Bensouda, Aubameyang, Lovato, and Lucas Gabriel as the back four. Onyeka, Eggstein, Styles in the midfield, Kanté on the right wing, Nani and Martinyuk up front. The only one I would really change is Aubameyang dropping out and Evan Terrell coming in. I think Aubameyang, he's still good, but Evan Terrell is, for me, just that much better. He's an important player now for us. He's an England international, so he's someone who hopefully we can build a squad around in future seasons. No awards for me, but there's plenty of player awards. Valerie Nafor is fans player of the season, very deserved. Young player of the season, Mikola Martinyuk. Signing of the season is saying Lindelof. I'm just going to go with Martinyuk, signing of the season. Vital goal of the season, that's fine. Top goal scorer was Nani with 16 goals. It's a bit alarming how low the top goal scorer numbers are. Hopefully players, particularly Nani, hopefully they'll get into the 20s for next season. Kanté the most assists at 12, that's fine. He's only 20 years old, he'll get better. Nafor, most player of the match awards 6. It kind of says how much this man has saved us this season. Highest average rating is Nafor as well, 7.3, and Lindelof, most passes completed, 73 in 90 minutes. I mean, Lindelof is just underrated, isn't he, at this point? I didn't actually mean to bring him in to play him, he was just going to be a backup, but fair play. Your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season award ceremony. This is important to get off to a good start. It rings as true as ever for Norwich this season. Well, we didn't get off to a good start. That was the whole point. We literally didn't win in our first 5 games. So our overall best 11, I mean, let's have a look. Who's still in here? Aubameyang, Eggstein, Styles. That's it. Everyone else has actually gone. In fact, is Freddie Woodman still at Chelsea? Oh, he isn't. He's got to Fenerbahce on a free. Oh wow, we made a good deal on him. £9 million, and he lasted 1 season at Chelsea. That is fantastic. Right, club vision. The board are expecting mid-table and to reach the first knockout round of the Champions League. I think that's very doable, depending obviously who we get in the Champions League. Play defensively solid football. That's not happening. High tempo pressing football. Yeah, we can do that. I just want to get rid of this one. Defensive football. I want to get rid of it. You're not in favour of playing defensive football? Well, no, because I can't do defence. Defence. We'll just accept it. The board want mid-table. That's absolutely fine. Squad dynamics. Callum Stars is leaving. Hopefully Aubameyang, Solis I hope will stay as well. He said he's actually quite happy to stay. There was a promise originally to loan him out, but he was injured and he realised, yeah, it's fine, don't worry, I'll stay, that's fine. Hopefully he'll stay, and hopefully Eggstein's leaving anyway. Hopefully Nafor or Navarro or Reichel will step up as team leader. Let's have a look. End of season team meeting. We're going to finish in the top half. We'll be trying to earn a mid-table finish. I mean, it's broken because we just qualified for the Champions League. I think we should be trying to reach the Champions League final. Oh, wow. Okay. Reach the knockout rounds of the Champions League. That's fine. I don't want to completely destroy them by saying we're going to reach the final. Yeah, we'll discuss promises later. We won't. Thanks, everyone. See you at the start of pre-season. Lovely, lovely stuff. Go and enjoy your break, lads. You had a hard season. And this is our current best 11 team overall. I mean, Martin Yuknani, I just played the other way around. Yeah, there's no real surprises here. Only Styles is going to be dropping out of that because obviously he is leaving. Number of talented young prospects: Jeffrey Russo, Daniel Lewis, Ryan Hodgkinson. Okay, that's interesting. Let's have a look. I mean, 2 of them are in my development centre. Although I have been keeping an eye on this guy, Jeffrey Russo, a 18-year-old Jamaican international now. He's only got 3.5 star potential ability, but he has been improving like a man possessed this entire season. Also, not bad if we do sell him on, up to £4 million. It's always worth making sure that you have some youth players who are worth a little bit of money. We are going to go to the USA for our pre-season, and that was confirmation of us winning the FA Cup. Right, season review stuff is done. It's all about the transfers from here on out. So I think we will have, just shy of 3 months to actually do these transfers. And just looking at the squad depth that we have for the formation that we use, central midfield is going to need serious upgrade. In fact, do we have future transfers out? Yeah, so future transfers out. So already Styles and Eggestein are off here. I think they're the only 2 who are actually due to leave at the end of their contracts at the end of this summer. This summer. Central defence, is okay. I mean, Quaresma will more than likely leave because he has not played for us at all this season. Luis Suarez is probably going to leave us as well, especially because in January we have this guy coming in, Raul Villar, a 17-year-old Spanish goalkeeper. He with 4.5 star potential ability. He is currently still at Espanyol. Like I said, he's not joining us until January 2030. So we'll probably get someone else in that meantime, but Suarez hopefully will be able to cash in on him. There's a couple of other players I'm looking to sell on as well. Paulo Cesar, more than likely going to be moving on. Maybe Wallace from right back, especially as we've got Lucas Gabriel, Terrell and Lindelof who can play at right back. So maybe Wallace. Potentially. I'm still undecided. I mean, he's Premier League standard. No, he's not. Ha! He's Championship standard. He's not even set the world alight, has he? Okay, possibly Wallace would be on his way out as well. Harvey Elliott, definitely, he is going. So what's that, 4 or 5 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, about 5 players off the top of my head who are more than likely leaving this summer. Maybe Adamola, but he's still trying to get his fitness back. But we'll see if anybody wants him this summer. So we'll come back once anything has happened, most likely in June. But we are working our way towards the 1st of July also, because free transfers. Why not? I know we're a Champions League club, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to be raiding the bargain bin. If there's anybody decent in there, why not? So we'll be back when some developments have happened. So it is now the 9th of June, and it is about a day and a half later since I've actually been recording for a host of reasons, one of which we will get to in just a moment. But that now means the transfer window is now officially open, and we finalised 3 signings. As you can see on the screen, yes, we have brought in another wonder kid, Gregory Horval, a 18-year-old French wonder kid who's a striker / right winger. 2.5 star accountability, 5 star potential. We brought him in for £5.5 million from Toulouse. That's because it was a relegation release clause. Toulouse did actually get relegated from Ligue 1. In fact, just hang on. Did they get relegated? I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, they went down just about actually on goal difference. So they had a whole host of clubs, including a lot of top Premier League clubs who were going after Gregory. Luckily, we were able to get him in for the minimum release clause. And luckily, he chose us. I think he chose us above the likes of Newcastle and Chelsea, which is quite surprising because Newcastle are in the Champions League. Chelsea aren't, but who cares? We managed to get him in, £5.5 million. His value is, what, 4 times? No, not 4 times. 8 times. It's 8 times what we actually bought him in for. Looks very good on the ball. His finishing is a bit low, but you know what? He's got time to grow. He'll be absolutely fine. Physicals, he's absolutely fine. He's got the flair. He's got some good mental attributes. I think he'll provide good, certainly at the moment, to start with, good cover up front, especially as a deep lying forward. Other signings, Jan Coffey is a youngster, 18-year-old attacking midfielder, or just someone who can play anywhere in the midfield or on the wings. Brought him in for £41,000 from Eupen in Belgium. He's someone who's going to go out on loan, so you're not going to see him this season. But the one I am most proud about is Maxence Cacare, 29-year-old French international, so he's actually been playing under me for France, 4-star current ability, and he has been described, and I can confirm this, as a world-class midfielder. Someone who has played in the Champions League and the Europa League pretty much every year since the save has actually started, all for Lyon in France. So he's not been playing at a poor level. You may have your own thoughts on Ligue 1 in France in general, as a farmers league or whatever, but he's been playing in Europe. And he's been doing very, very well. I mean, look at that. Even in Europe, he's actually had decent seasons. Not so much there. He has there. He's hit a 7 in what? All but 2 seasons of this entire save so far. He's hit a 7.0 average rating in Europe. Absolutely amazing. You can't see it behind my head, I've just realised. But that's a top quality midfielder who I think is going to do the business for us. Now, the reason why it took so long just to get to the 9th of June is because I have been taking part in games with France. We've still got 2 friendlies to come up, but that's just a bit of experimentation for me with the players, hopefully getting some younger players into this ageing squad. And you might have noticed on screen, actually, we did make it to the Nations League final. We lost 2-1 very late on to Spain. Disappointing, but the Nations League I don't really care about. So the next time you're going to see me will more than likely be on or around sort of the 1st of July, because free transfers, why not? So let's see if I can get to July as quickly as possible. And we are at the start of the new season. It has been about 2 or 3 days since I've actually hit record. That is why I've brought it back now at the start of the season, because I only realised about halfway through July I hadn't actually recorded any of the free transfers that I've been trying to go through. So we just brought it back now so we can go through all the transfers that have happened so far in this window. Now, we've got up to Gregory Horo, Jan Coffey and Maxence Cacare in the last part of the episode. So we are starting here from Lukas Schneller, a 27-year-old German goalkeeper from Bayern Munich. And the reason we brought him in is because we've had a bit of a situation involving our goalkeepers, both Lefort and Luis Fernando Suarez. Not that one, not Luis Suarez that we know of. But Luis Suarez I'm trying to actively get rid of. Trying to sell him on to the point I'm not registering him in the Premier League squad. He will get upset about that, I believe. But also Valérie Lefort has got a lot of clubs circling him. In fact, if I just quickly show you... Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. Oh, damn it. I was hoping to offer him a contract. He's currently unhappy at the club. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. He doesn't have anyone going after him at the moment. We did receive a bid from Newcastle. Yeah, Bayern Munich and Newcastle have both bid for him this summer. But I refused. And we had to agree a price of £83 million that we were going to sell him for. Which is why I've been trying to panic buy a quality goalkeeper just in case he did leave. Because Valérie Lefort is Champions League quality. So we needed someone equivalent to try and replace him, which is why I have brought in, if I can go the right way, Martin van der Voort, a 27-year-old Belgian international. We have brought him in from Genk, £25.5 million, rising to 27.5, but overall, very good goalkeeper in and of his own right. He is going to be a backup for us, which is just as well. He's a Premier League player, so he's already an improvement on Suarez. So that way, I mean, if Valérie Lefort does actually leave, at least I know we have a decent goalkeeper that's going to be going in between the sticks, because I don't trust Suarez one bit. Now, personally, I'd rather still keep Valérie Lefort, but at least we know we got Van der Voort who has come in. But the problem is now, I've got 5 goalkeepers. Lefort, currently. Van der Voort, Suarez, who I'm trying to sell. Schneller, who we've just bought in. And another one that's arriving in January, Raul Villa, which I mentioned in a previous video. He doesn't arrive till January 2030. But the problem is now I'm going to end up having 5 goalkeepers, which is why I've loaned out Lucas Schneller over to Arminia Bielefeld in Germany in the Bundesliga 2. So that's now down to 4. Villa's not here yet, so we now got 3. If I can get rid of Suarez, it'll make me a bit better about our goalkeeping situation in the second half of the season. And the last signing we've brought in so far is Rodrigo Cena, a 18-year-old Argentinian central midfielder, competition for Navarro, although not this season because he's gone back on loan to the team that we bought him off, Velez. £5.75 million. That was his release clause. Does he have a new release clause now? No, he doesn't actually. He didn't ask for one. I mean, fair play. Currently Championship standard, but of course he'll be out on loan in the Argentinian Premier League. We won't see him this season, but a good little prospect for the future. He had quite a few clubs actually chasing him, mostly about European level, which is exactly what we are, remember. As far as players who have gone out, we've tried to clear some of the fringe players from our squad. Harvey Elliott has finally gone, £15 million. Paulo Cesar has also gone to Fulham for £20 million. Are Fulham in the Premier League? No, he's dropped to the Championship. I mean, he's going to tear up the Championship, I think. That's a big signing for them. Eduardo Quaresma, centre-back, has gone to Watford for £7 million. Watford are in the Premier League. We'll see him at some point this season. And the same for Elliott, because Aston Villa are also in the Premier League. And I believe... No, the sale has not ended there. Atayo Adamola, who missed the entirety of last season with that anterior cruciate ligament injury. Unfortunately, he has left. We only got £7 million for him. We took a loss, but that's because he missed an entire year. In fact, he played 0 games, all just like for the youth squad. So wish him luck, and hopefully he'll get back. In fact, he is still in the Irish senior squad, so hopefully he'll get back to getting some good playtime. And we sold one of our youngsters, Liam Connell, for £2.2 million. I mean, 22 years old. He was never going to play for us. Bye-bye. See you later. So that has been the overall transfers that we have made. I mean, how much did we actually spend there? 67. Not bad. So far, about 108 million. That's less than I think the previous summer. Certainly less than the previous summer. But at the same time, we've made... I mean, what have we actually made here? About £53 million. So we spent double what we've actually made. But I think overall, our squad is still fairly strong. Yes, I know we got some 2-star players here. Wallace could still slightly improve. Not really. Ethan Ennis, Patino, not really going to improve. But they're good, useful squad players. Patino's a useful squad player. Wallace is definitely a useful squad player. And Celerier, I forgot about this man. Yeah, he's come in. He's finally come in from his loan spell at the end of last season. We bought him for £6.75 million back in January. He went back on loan to Darmstadt. He's now going to be back with us this season, so we've got another option in central defence. So he's effectively our replacement for Quaresma, which is absolutely fine. Overall, squad-wise, as long as we keep the 4, I think we've got a very, very good squad here. Basically 6 players, 4-star or more. I'm very happy with the squad overall. Christos Solis I've wanted to keep. We've managed to keep him. We've strengthened in some key areas, especially in central midfield. That Kakare signing, where is he? He should be up here because he's one of the best players. That Kakare signing, I hope really, really rubs off on the entire squad. Forget the 3-star stars. Yeah, forget the 3 stars he's shown for in fact, all of these roles. The fact is, he's described as a world-class midfielder, and I hope that rubs off on the entire squad. Nice little fact, after he signed for us, he went to play for France that very same day, as in the same team, international team I manage, and he scored a hat-trick. His first ever goal to France. I mean, he just loves playing for me, I think. But this is going to be our starting 11 going into the first day of the season, most likely. So that will be the next episode when we will show the first game of the season. Well, first Premier League game. We played the Community Shield against Liverpool. We lost 2-1. I wasn't really bothered to show that one, mainly because I don't really consider the Community Shield a major trophy. Most people wouldn't. I just consider it as an extra friendly, of which we got in some valuable match practice against the top team. Actually, speaking of which, I did actually have a look at who won the Champions League over this entire save. And guess who is the reigning holder? Yes, Liverpool. Who's the reigning Premier League champions? Liverpool. In other words, we're coming up against European record-holding winners. Liverpool, who have actually won the Champions League 5 times in the 8 years of this save. Real Madrid are 2 of the other 3, Chelsea being the only other one. It's English domination in the Champions League. We got them in the second game of the season, but I'm keeping episodes down to 1 match at the moment, just purely for length, and also I think it keeps up the theme of the episodes much higher. But we will be showing Champions League and Premier League games together from the next week's episodes, which we'll obviously be focusing heavily in on is the Champions League. Don't know what I'm putting here, it's the Carabao Cup. But not tomorrow. Monday's episode, Watford away. We start the Premier League season, and we hope to start it strong. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the like button down below, smash the big red subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss the upcoming Champions League adventure we are about to embark on. Also, I know not many people actually watch to the end of these videos, but I'm just going to say it here now as a little announcement, a big announcement right now. This is going to be, unfortunately, the final season of Unemployed to Legend, mainly because I've got other priorities that I need to be focusing on at the moment, but also we are coming to the end of the FM22 cycle, and I do want to have a considerable hiatus before I figure out on what my next moves are going to be regarding this channel and maybe even Twitch. But I thank you all so much for watching this episode. Thank you all so much for your support on this series so far. I hope that you continue to enjoy what will be the final season of Unemployed to Legend, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.